in the building.
The street executives.
Georgia Muscle Rock.
DJ. Technique.
What's happening, everybody? Of course, it's your host, Brink Young. You are tuning in to the most award-winning talk show in Memphis, the Mid-South. I'm talking about all over, BrinkTV. And you know, the trophies are in the background. They stay in the background because, hey, like I say, we award-winning. But, hey, on tonight's episode, we got a very special guest. I want you guys to really get to know her and really listen to her story because, hey, it just might help you. It's so impactful and powerful. The lovely Allasica Byrd. How you doing?
Hey guys.
Hey, first and foremost, I gotta say thank you for coming on the show. It means a lot to have you on the couch.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now let's go ahead and get into your story because like I say, I'm talking about the epitome of entrepreneurship. Like you are the true entrepreneur. I mean, you have so many businesses as well as music career. You write books. You got a movie that's getting ready. You actually filming a movie.
Yes.
Everybody that sit on my couch don't get to say, I got a movie coming out. That's not something we hear every day, but you got a lot going on, a lot of positive things going on.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and go to the genesis. Where are you coming from?
Well, I have a long but awesome story that's gonna save lives.
Gotcha.
I will first off tell you guys about my volume 1, When the Delta Byrd Sings. It's the gospel album. In this gospel album, I'm singing about my pain, about what I went through. It's about love, loss, redemption, and let's put it like this. Before I say this, because I'm trying not to cry, betrayal. And most of the time, betrayal comes from not the enemy, but the one that's right next to you. So I'm singing my pain in this album. Next, we're gonna talk about When the Delta Byrd Sings Volume 2. It's the book. You're gonna read why I'm singing so hard on that gospel album, but it's all of the truth. And the Lord let me live to tell this story just so I can help somebody out there. So I really, really want you guys to get this story. This book has been doing numbers. I cannot keep them at my store, the Delta Byrd. I can't keep them on storefront. Amazon is popping. So check this out. Now, number 3, because I believe in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Ghost. This is a 3-part project. So we have the gospel album, the book, and the movie coming out, called Delta Byrd Sings. Are y'all ready for this? It's gonna be hot. You're gonna love it. So check it out now.
Like I say, you have a lot of amazing things going on. I'm definitely proud of you, but let's go ahead and get into, you did say something about a store.
Yes.
It's not every day we have people on the show that have a store. So tell me about this store, please.
Yes, I am the owner of the Delta Byrd in Clarksdale.
Okay.
We are an emporium. We're the only city emporium. We which consists of vintage art, live music, small bites, tourism. I will be soon opening my new store called the Bird Cage.
Wow.
And it's a venue right next door to the Delta Byrd. It's awesome. It has gilded gold ceilings. It has a kitchen, a bird cage, a kitchen built on the inside. So it's a building within a building. It has a little house on the prairie house at the back, and with a tin roof and all that with the porch, and it's actually the bathroom, which is cool, right? I have a stage to the left for my bands, my blues bands and everything to come and play. But you guys are gonna love the new store. You think you love the Delta Byrd? Just wait until you walk into the Bird Cage. I also own a small real estate company, and I started investing when I was about 24 years old because I'm a workaholic. So I had to put that to good use for my family for future use. Yeah, and I do a lot. I'm an author, I'm a songstress. My children have a band called the Mac 3 that just launched January the 2nd of this year. Check them out on YouTube, Mac 3, but it's under my name, Allasica Byrd, Allasica Byrd. Check them out.
That's amazing. Like, where do you find time to work on all of these projects and all these businesses? Because it's only 24 hours in a day.
Yes,
so where do you find the time?
Well, I'm a mom of 3, and they keep me on my toes. I have my twin babies. They are 10.
Okay.
Zaria and Zamed McKnight, and I have my little baby. He's 7, Bryce McKnight. They do keep me on my toes. So I would say, I guess, in between running 3 businesses, I'm a respiratory therapist, a 12-year respiratory therapist. And I love my career, love helping people, love it. The real estate company, the stores, I have a lot going on, but it's what I do. So I have a career, but my stores and the Delta Byrd brand is my passion. So it helps me to keep going. So even if I got to work 80 hours a week for myself, hey, you don't get tired.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. So let's go ahead and talk about the group, the Mac 3. So, I mean, like, were they always singing around the house? Because, I mean, of course, they come from a musical family.
Yeah.
Mama singing at the front. I heard you singing off camera. You sound great.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how did they get started?
They got started. Well, I recently, maybe a year ago, just found out that the twin girl, she's the lead singer of the group.
Okay.
Just found out she could sing, guys.
Yeah.
And she can blow y'all.
Yeah.
So when you check out the group on YouTube, just let me know how y'all like the song "Run Along."
Yeah.
These songs are original songs, and they telling the truth too.
Yeah.
So my boys, my twin boy, he's a very quiet, laid back kind of child.
Okay.
But he comes up with all the cool beats.
Yeah.
See, his personality comes out in music.
Right.
So yeah, and we working on a new song called Name Game. You guys gonna love. It's gonna take you back to the 80s. Ain't gonna sound like none of the stuff you already hearing that you're hearing every day.
Right.
It's gonna take you back.
Okay.
And so my little baby Bryce, he's the cool. He's just the latest man, y'all. So y'all gonna check the band out. You gonna love it.
Most definitely,
Yeah.
most definitely. So, as far as the book as well as the CD, like, what's the best way that people can purchase that?
They can purchase the CD and the book, of course, at Storefront at the Delta Byrd in Clarksville. It's at 721 Riverside Drive in Clarksville, Mississippi. And you can also get the book on Amazon.com. The CD, you really, really, really want to hear this CD.
Yeah.
The book, you really, really, really want to read this story, okay? It's going to give you hope when it seems like all hope is gone. And this movie, you're going to actually see my pain of what I went through. So I come from a family, a huge family, and my mom raised all of me and my cousins together, and we're considered brothers and sisters. And I thank the Lord that we got the kind of family that we're so tight knit, we're so close. My mom raised all of us in a 3-bedroom, one bath apartment, and you would never know that she had that many children because the house was spotless. Mama worked 3 jobs to provide for us, and you wouldn't know we needed anything because she always made a way.
Right.
She always made a way, and through prayer and I'm just gonna say hustling, Mama worked.
Yeah.
And she put me up on game at a young age when I was small. So around 4 or 5 years old, I discovered that I had a gift of song. And when I would open my mouth, people would react. And most of the time they would react with, at church, they would react with spiritual praise. Outside of church, like talent shows, I would win every talent show against teenagers, adults, because I did the Tina Turner.
Yeah.
And we're rolling. That was me.
Yeah.
Mama used to put me on what we had. We didn't have much, but we made a way. She made a way. She used to put me on the best Easter dress I had on with my black shiny shoes and one of her wigs. And I would go up on that stage and I would blow them out the water. And I would win $125. I'm 5 and 7 and 8 years old making big money because I had to pay bills. So I learned at an early age how to hustle. So all through junior high, all through high school, I operated a candy operation, which I'm talking about in my book.
Yeah.
A candy operation, and I had about 10 employees.
Okay.
We made great money in a week.
Wow.
But again, I wasn't a normal child. I had to pay bills.
Yeah.
You know, I had to do what I had to do. You know, every child in school, you want to be, look normal. You want to be, look nice. So I was like the flag girl captain and all that kind of stuff. So in between all activities, I knew how to drop off my people's products and stuff and freeze them just right. And I had the hall sold up. I had the gym sold up outside. I had 10 employees that got paid every Friday. I had a bodyguard. I had a little black book. You couldn't owe me 10 cents. I was going to get my money. But I had to do whatever I had to do because I'm a little girl from the projects. Okay?
Right.
And I had to hustle.
Yeah.
I had to. And on through college, I did the cheerleading thing and the choir thing and all that. And I was still hustling.
Yeah.
Still hustling. All through restaurant school, I worked at McDonald's and wherever you can name. I had 3 jobs, and I got brand new cars off the lot because I worked hard for it.
Yeah.
So at the ripe age of 24, I got my first job in respiratory probably when I was about 21 years old.
Okay.
And I used to save my money, and I saved so much that I started investing into real estate.
Okay.
So at the age of 24, I started this company, and I now have about 20 something properties altogether.
Wow.
Yes. So I own a lot of property.
True entrepreneurship.
Yes.
I love it. All right. So as far as, like I say, you getting such an early start in becoming a hustler or entrepreneur, like what advice would you have for other entrepreneurs out there that may be aspiring or they're trying to, find their niche or find their way?
The advice I have for you guys is no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like, I want you to trust God. Believe and only believe. And I want you to dare to dream. I'm a diamond in the rough. The flower that grew through the concrete? That's me. I'm a little girl from Willow Park Projects in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Clarksdale raised.
That's amazing. So what's all your social media and all that way the people can keep up with you?
On social media, I am Allasica Byrd on Facebook. I am the Delta Bird Facebook. That's my business page. Check me out on YouTube, Allasica Byrd, and you'll be able to keep up with me and my children's new songs and all that we have going on. But we're going somewhere. When I tell you I don't know which way we're going, but we're going far. So I'm just walking by faith, and it's going to be big. It's going to be big.
Awesome. You got any shout outs or anything before we go?
Yeah. I have shout out for God for one. He's number one. My mother, Helen Allen, she is my hero. She sacrificed a lot to raise us and everything, but I love my mama. Shout out to the Magnite 3 band. Hey, from mama. Shout out to Rip Entertainment for this new movie that we're doing. Shout out to Jay's Publishing for this lovely book that she helped me to produce. And I just want to keep thanking God for everything.
Most definitely. Yeah. Now, one question I do have as far as the CD and the book, what would you say is one thing that the listeners as well as the readers are going to take away from consuming these products?
These projects that I'm working on, guys, they're going to give you hope when it seems like you don't have anything left in life. God made me, in this story, he made me reach down deeper than what I thought my faith was. I'm a little girl. I've always been religious, and you know how you always can go to church and think you have faith.
Yeah.
But until God puts you to the test where you staring death in the face, God made me believe when it wasn't now another way out. The doctors gave up on me. People gave up on me.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? But here I am, little Allasica Byrd from the projects. I'm alive and well.
Yeah.
Coming from the story of this book where I was, when I say love, loss, redemption, and betrayal, I mean love, loss, betrayal, and redemption, y'all. Y'all got to check this book out. I used to work 5 jobs at this time, and I was married, and I just didn't have no help raising these babies. 5 jobs. Can you imagine working 5 jobs and you're never seeing a check?
Never.
Never seeing a check?
Never.
I have went from being so broke not being able to rub 2 pennies together because somebody was robbing me blind.
Wow.
Because they'll be the ones close to you. Right here.
Yeah.
And I don't hang out, you know. I'm friendly with everybody, but you know, it's a hurtful feeling for somebody this close to you.
Yeah.
You think, you know, they pleading the blood of Jesus over you. They praying for you.
Yeah.
They giving you encouraging words every day.
Yeah.
I'm getting put out of my houses, my lights off. I gotta choose whether I need to go to Germantown and check on my brain to see if I'm alive. I'm gonna be alive tomorrow, or if I need to pay my light bill.
Wow.
So I'm in the dark a lot of times, raising 3 children.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Didn't have nobody helping me raise the babies. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody but my mama. It was a very dark and tough time for me. My brother passed away suddenly. All this was going on at the same time.
Yeah.
It could cause anybody to have a nervous breakdown. And I did. I had a stroke. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm still here. And it's nothing against, you know, I've grown over the years. It's nothing against anybody. It's just something God had to take me through for me to get through those troubled waters. Because he knew I wasn't going to let go of those people that I love so dearly.
Right.
Can you imagine that person that's pleading the blood of Jesus over you and doing all these helpful things to you? When I couldn't raise my head up off the pillow most morning, she would come and see me. She would come and see me and check on me. I thought that was the best thing in the whole world.
Yeah.
And she was the one doing everything to me.
Wow.
She was robbing me blind. And I'm a respiratory therapist. We make good money. 5 jobs. Come to find out, they after the investigation and everything, when they was checking to see where my cars and everything was being used at, they called me to the in the security's office, and they had me to watch the camera.
Yeah.
She didn't get caught until she got greedy and stole the ATM card.
Wow.
She was on shopping just to be shopping.
Yeah.
I mean, and this friend here, she's well put together. So we're thinking that, you know, oh, she just always looks nice, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going through it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine eating Wick cereal, milk, and apples just to survive?
Wow.
Acting like you're on a diet because you broke and can't afford food at the time?
Wow.
Couldn't get food stamps because on paper I'm making too much money.
Great money. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
My mama used to have life you can be up today and down today. Life knocked me out of that nice car because I could no longer afford it.
Right.
My mama I used to have to drive to one of the jobs an hour and 20 minutes. And my mama used to wrap me up in a blanket. And she used to put socks on my hands so that I could stay warm.
Yeah.
So, and the car would only go 35 miles an hour.
Yeah, that was actually y'all's family's car, right?
The family car.
Right.
And where it would have taken an hour and a half to get there at a normal speed, used to take me over 2 hours to get there every morning.
Wow.
And I leave at 4 in the morning, used to make it home at 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
When I make it home, I got 3 babies. No husband in sight. This best friend robbing me blind. See what I'm saying? But I've grown. I made it. It's been years ago. I made it through. My brother just died out of the blue. I ain't got nowhere to stay. None of that.
Yeah.
I made it.
Yeah.
God put me on my back in the hospital. One of those visits where I had to go to the hospital numerous times when I was placed in the hospital, used to projectile vomit across the room, just weak. I'm 25 years old, supposed to be at the prime of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm dying because they can't figure out what's wrong with me. At this point, I was the infirm woman, and God made me believe. That's all I had was my faith. I remember being in Memphis, and I'm thinking that this was gonna be a free check. That they finally figured out who did this to me. Got to Memphis when I didn't even have the ATM card.
Wow.
I thought I was gonna pump some gas when I got here because it was my baby's tournament.
Right.
And all of us moms, dance moms, we just followed the lady. So then, after the tournament, we was on pump gas and leave.
Right.
So during this time, remember, I'm blacking out. I'm sick. I wasn't normal sick. Yeah. On the outside, I look normal, but on the inside, I'm dying.
Right.
They saying I got tumors on my brain. They saying I got lupus. They saying I got everything.
Wow.
And they can't figure it out. All they know is I'm weak. I'm blacking out everywhere I go, falling out faint. about to kill me and my children if I'm driving.
Yeah.
See what I mean? But during this time, God made me, he just made me trust him. And all this CD here, sometimes you gotta moan.
Yeah.
When you're trying to make it through.
Yeah.
I did a lot of singing and I did a lot of praying, and sometimes I used to sing until the tears and cry until the tears dried up.
Yeah.
Until I felt the Lord was coming to see about me.
Right.
Sometimes I used to bust in folks' churches crying because I was fighting for my life.
Wow.
I needed God to come and see about me. I was going through it. I just wanted to live for my babies. I needed to live, and God put me in that spot that I had to make the decision whether I was going, instead of let my husband come back them thousands of times. It was hurting me. It was hurting me. It was tearing me down. Oh, that best friend, that bougie best friend that I love so dearly, she was tearing me down. I don't know what she was doing to me, but all I know is I was sick. I was sick. All this time. How can you pray over somebody and be there with somebody and I'm dying and you just, how can a person do that?
That's horrible. I mean, in all honesty, like, words can't describe what you're telling me right now, because like your story is just so deep. You know, it's so many levels, it's so many aspects of your story that I can't even imagine stuff like that, especially the people that are close to you, near and dear to your heart.
And they actually, the people that went through this with me, they know. Right. They saw me dying. They saw me withering away.
Yeah.
When I was about this big.
But
See what I'm saying?
the problem I have with that is, at some point they should be like, what I'm doing to her is not right. What I'm doing to her, this is evil.
I'm a firm believer in letting the Lord fight my battles. Right. And I had a lot of controversy against my decision. Yeah. When the police and everybody in the bank finally, because she stole thousands. She had stole so much, she put one account into the overdraft. Yeah. She had stole like $8,000 out of one account. And I didn't press charges on her. Yeah. They had been watching a long time. I saw her on camera. Yeah. I would have never believed if I hadn't saw it for myself. But y'all, I can't believe I made it. It's just such a joy. Yeah. And it's just so amazing that God saw fit, like little old me. Yeah. I could have been dead and gone in 2012. Yeah. But little old me, he saved me. So my babies could have a mama. Yeah. So my babies could have somebody to take care of them. He saved my life. And when I finally left that bank, they told me that, if I didn't make an agreement to pay them, to pay that money back, or that, that I knew I was going to have to pay it back, but I couldn't press charges on her because I loved her so much. Wow. And they told me not to go anywhere near her, but I had to go and see why. You're supposed to be my sister. I had to go and see why. How could you do that, know? And so when I left Walmart from looking at the camera, and, when I got in my truck, I had about 35 missed calls, y'all, messages, voicemails. Keep in mind, I hadn't even told my best friend that they found who it was, that they figured out who it was. Because she's the type, I can't wait till they find out who it is. And I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And it was her. It was her all along. Wow. And when I finally made it to the bank, they told me how much she stole and everything, and asked me did I want to press charges and everything, but I loved her so. And, I told you I had a lot of controversy against it, my decision, but I couldn't press charges on her, and I just, at that time, because I was just so hurt. Right. I was so hurt, I couldn't even just think about revenge at that time. Yeah. I was hurt that you supposed to be my sister. Yeah. And you let me went through all that. Yeah. Yeah. Death, I'm dying, and I'm broke, barely feeding me and my children. Yeah. We put out living from house to house just to make it. You hear me? Yeah. And she right there, encouraging me. And she the one having shopping sprees with my money. Wow. She the one buying all this stuff. Wow. Oh, and every day when you say she's beautiful, well put together. Yeah. With my money. Yeah. You hear me?
That's sick.
And when
That's
I left the bank, they told me not to go anywhere near, but I just had to see. So I went over to her apartment complex, and I parked in front of her building, and I remember her standing at the top of the stairs. Baby, guilt something else. Guilt will eat your conscience up. She was standing at the top of the stairs because she knew I was coming for her.
Wow.
But I would never put my career in jeopardy.
Yeah.
And I just stood in front of my truck and I faced her, and I just needed to know why.
Yeah. Yeah.
And while I was just standing there, she was slowly walking down the stairs.
Yeah.
I remember everything she had on.
Yeah.
Everything. Slowly walked down them stairs, and when she finally got to me, Les, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And she fell to her knees, y'all. She fell to her knees and trying to give me a sob story of why she did it. This was my best friend. But to some people, she would tell, oh, I didn't do anything.
Right.
The camera don't lie.
Yeah.
The payment plan she tried to set up with me don't lie.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why would she do me like that? And all the year long when we were going through all this, she was receiving fake threatening text messages to her phone.
Wow.
So all the text messages that I was receiving from the internet, you know how they used to,
Of course. Yeah.
It was her.
Wow.
Telling me about my husband and all this kind of stuff. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that time, you know, and I nothing against my ex-husband. He's actually supporting me now.
Right.
But at that time, you know, he was a cheater, and he supports me because he knows everything.
Right.
He knows the truth.
Right.
And I thank him for that. I still love him for that.
Yeah.
But this best friend, he knew nothing about she was doing all that.
Yeah.
She was doing all that.
Yeah. That's crazy. But I tell you what, you guys will be able to hear more about this when you check out When the Delta Bird Sings. Like I say, the book. Hey, you heard a preview of it, but hey, you get the book and then you check out the movie as well as the CD. Hey, your mind will be blown. But once again, I gotta say thank you again for coming on the show.
Yes.
It means a lot to have you on the couch telling your story, because like I say, this story, hey, it's changing my life as we speak.
Lives, y'all.
It's changing my life as we speak. With that being said, now back to more Brink TV. What's happening, everybody? I'm Young Brink, host of the #1 music and entertainment talk show in Memphis and the Mid-South, BrinkTV. And of course, these are my awards. But let me cut to the chase. I got a question for you guys. When was the last time that you were on television to promote your business or your music? You can't answer that, can you? Well, check this out. The BrinkTV show, we interview artists, entrepreneurs, basically all forms of entertainment. So if you rap, sing, model, or you're a comedian, hey, we invite you to the BrinkTV couch. Now, we also play music videos, so if your video ain't too ratchet and you got a clean song, we can play it for you. Business owners, we play TV commercials as well, so contact us. And be sure to check us out each and every Tuesday night, Comcast Channel 31 at 9:30 p.m. If you don't have Comcast, you're in luck. Just go to BrinkTVShow.com and check out the live stream.